everybody. Oh, lots of good stuff today to work on. So I had oddly enough, I had a really big list after yesterday's stream. Got almost all of it done. So a lot of testing today. Maybe some bugs. I know there's a bug. There was a bug in last night's build that I I actually posted on the forums. There's one play that has the phrase "old" and the after the play. It's one of the zone one deep defensive plays. So that's how I swap out new plays. I call the current one old, swap the new one in, and then I go back and I'm supposed to delete all the old ones. Well, I didn't get one of them. So you could have a freeze or a crash by when you load the game or when you try to fast sim or something like that, if that play gets called. I actually had that getting ready for the stream, so I found I posted the workaround on the Steam forums, but basically all you have to do is go into your playbook file and just delete out any references to the old. That's happened in our league, in this league here, so I went in, deleted it out, and everything loads just fine now. So, but I mean, it's only going to happen if you update it and you're regenerated a coach in between last night and this morning. So for most people, it's not going to be an issue. All right. So let's go to my team here. We're still playing with the 4 wide. Go to my offense. So what I've done. I've done a serious amount of update on screens. So I'm going to try to refresh. I spent most of today working on screen logic. And I update, here we go. I want to make sure I have 3. Oh, I got 4 screens. All right, let's do 4. We got 4 screens. Let me save it because I don't want to lose this. We're going to try a lot of screens today. I think I've made them more effective for 1, I updated the blocking and the spacing a little bit better. I think I got that right. 2, added a completely new AI for screen blocking. And then 3, I've also added these bailout options. Initial testing looks pretty good. So, yeah, we're gonna do a lot of screens today. What else? Anything I gotta look at before I go into a game? No, everything else. Oh, yeah, no, there is one more thing. This is going to be interesting. Defensive, you remember? What's up? What's up? All right, King Avo's in. Howdy. Yeah, I finally got to I'm finally getting to a lot of these issues that I've been putting off and putting off and putting off. So, a lot of testing and a few more bugs and things than normal. It isn't just quick testing, but it's good. You know how it is. You got to find all the bugs before you can fix them. It's nice to be back in the AI of the guts of the engine, though. That's a lot more fun than just updating screens or colors and things like that. All right, so you might notice this is a big change on defense. All of my 1Ds, my zone 1Ds, I used to have the free safety just doing that. I guess that's standard, deep zone across the whole field and cover the guy that's gone the deepest. Because I know in real football, that's kind of what they do. The deep zone guy is just looking for the guy going way deep. What I've been noticing though, as I've run the zone more often, is that's really, it's not very effective, and what it's doing is it's leaving guys wide open across the middle, and that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, here we go with the chords again. So I don't know. I don't know if this is the right solution. What I did was any play where I had the corners doing a deep zone, I shrunk that free safety zone to just be between them, thinking that, okay, if somebody else is already doing a deep zone on the edge of the field, I don't need my free safety doing that. I really want him to make sure that anybody going deep over their middle is also covered. I'd rather everybody going deep be covered than make sure the fastest guy is double covered and possibly leaving like a tight end open straight up the middle of the field. So that's my thought process. Now, is it going to work? I don't know. We'll try it out and see. All right, so I refreshed that. I want to make sure I have all zone plays. Oh, another thing I did is you notice I don't have those man plays pop up now. I fixed coach playbook generation so that all the plays that your coach picks fit what his scheme is. Before I had it set up where, all right, he might pick a couple of man plays if he's a zone coach. If you're a man coach, you might pick a couple of zone plays just for some flavor. Well, that flavor doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, if you're drafting players just for zone defense, anytime you call a man play, you're hurting your chances in the game. And, the human player is not going to screw that up very often because they're going to know, oh, all my guys suck at man. I'm not calling any man plays. Well, the AI team won't do that. So I thought, well, let's make it fair. Now they won't have plays that they can't run. So that's cool. That's new. If you already have a league going, you're not going to see that. That'll slowly roll into your league as coaches regenerate themselves in the end of the season. I don't think every coach regenerates themselves. I know everybody who gets fired regenerates their playbook. Oh no, I think the way it works is every coach who gets fired regenerates everything about themselves. Any coach who's not fired and gets held over, I think does regenerate their playbook. So I think if you have a league going, you should see it at the end of the season take effect. All right, so that's that. So those are the things we're going to test today. Let me just double check and make sure there's anything else. Oh yeah, I did a little bit. You can't really see it. You'll see it in game. Defensive coach AI is better. But mostly, yeah, the two big things I worked on was screens and defensive coaching. All right, so I'm not going to play the Grizzlies. I don't know. They're all right, but I don't really care for the brown uniforms. So we'll just fast sim that one. Of course, I lose by 1 point. All right, let's play. The Horde. I do like the Horde. They're pretty cool. Yep, too early for LaCroix, so we're going with Boba Fett coffee right now. Alright, so let's see. Oh, shoot. I didn't make sure I had a play where my safety came up and run support. Oh, well, that's fine. Let's do this. We'll just do this. We'll bring these guys up close. What do these guys look like? Ooh, good quarterback, good running back. See, all right, this is what I envisioned when I had thought of these two running back coaches. Focus on these guys, then get your wideouts. So it looks like that's taking hold now. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta watch out for that. Let's just do a straight 3D zone. So I know I railed on this defense last time, but after monkeying with it a little bit and adjusting these zones, I think I'm getting it in good shape. It's at least viable. It's not my favorite, but it seems to be a viable defense now. So we'll see. I'm definitely changing out of this after this. God, yeah, my guys just are not great run defenders. Ugh. So that's the problem. My corners they're pretty good at zone, but they're just bad run defenders. Oh, get him! Come on, Spears. God, those guys are just working Spears. Who's that loser? Doherty got pancaked. He sucks. Pass rush. Come on, Spears. Oh, he got in. Yes. Okay. Nice. Good job. Kind of sucks having one D lineman. All right. Now there's a decent chance we're just gonna lose this game because I am gonna play. I'm gonna overdo it on some of these plays, like these screens. All right. First of all, screen one. All right. So one thing I did, and it looks like they're in man. So one thing yesterday while I was testing, we were kind of chatting in the chat, and um, luckily someone was in the chat that runs the 4 wide for his league, and we were talking about, well, when you're in man, you're kind of screwed on the 4 wide because if this guy comes in and covers him, all you got left is the quarterback taking off and running. So what would happen if you added a bailout option? So that's why these screens now, almost all the screen, at least all of them in the 4 wide. I'll start building the rest of the formations out as I can. But you'll see a bailout option on the screens now. And it seems to work because if this guy's covered, he'll go to the bail option. If he's not covered, then he'll do the screen. And if they both get covered, the quarterback will just run. So it seems like it's working out, but we're going to try it out. So this looks like man to me. All right, he bailed out, so we should throw it. And you see the blockers are actually blocking now. There's a subtle difference. What I did was, this is interesting. What I did was before the blockers were waiting until the pass was caught before they started blocking. And usually that's if anybody was defending, they got to jump. They would run past the blockers before because they react to the ball being in the air. That just didn't seem fair. So I set it up now so blockers block as soon as I throw the ball, so they can actually get on their guy before the receiver catches the ball. Yeah, see, there we go. Bailed out. I don't know what play that was. That was terrible, but you know. Oh, they're running the same defense as me. Interesting. Yeah, let's see. Boom. Alright, so these screens seem like they're working. Oh yeah, this was a weird one. I'm going to run this now. So he's covered now. He's covered, so the quarterback runs. Okay. This is working like I hoped. I do want that play to work, though. Oh, yes. Okay, the blocking is looking sweet. Let's just run some normal pass plays now. I made a change to defensive AI, and I'm watching defensive pass coverage AI and specifically around the 4th wide receiver. So what I'm doing is I'm watching, and it's not quite working yet. It's supposed to avoid these scenarios where, unless these guys are just running a zone defense, which they might be. In that case, this guy, he's just at the mercy of the zones. But what I'm trying to avoid is that 4th wide receiver just running wide open, like on more than half the plays. Now in a zone, you're just at a mercy where the zones are. They just are where they are. Holy moly, that guy's good. So like when I call that guy's over there. He's just over there. There's nothing. You can't do anything matchup wise to change that. I think it's man defense where I'm having the problem. So I made an adjustment to the AI on the man defense where the coach basically scans and says, all right, am I just flat out leaving somebody wide open? If I am, adjust your defense to, at a minimum, just put a guy in the area. Oh, that should have been a pick. Come on. So that's part of what we're testing here. Is I just want to get it all on tape and see what's happening with that 4th wide out. So there's gonna be very little. I'm not actually doing a ton of strategy this game. It's more just, all right. I'm I'm a little worried about the AI teams always punting from like the 25 too. I might have to take a look at that and see if that's actually what I'm if I have to make an adjustment on the AI there. Let's do this. So wide receiver 1 and 2 are manned up. 3 and 4 look like they're open. Nobody covered 3. Alright, we'll have to take a look at that AI again. I mean, it's a simple AI. I can't imagine why it wouldn't cover him. Zone. Oh, there he goes. Okay, that guy came over. Nice. Nice. Alright. Come on, Spears. Ah, Spears is just getting worked. There we go. Yes. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Got him again. Yes. Oh, they're going for it. They're running it. Oh, man. He almost got it, too. All right, let's do this again. I want to see. All right, so 1 and 2 are manned up. I wonder what these are all doing, because the way I have the computer coach looking is saying, okay, I'm only if a guy's in zone or he's blitzing, that's when I'm interested in shifting his responsibility. Well, he did man up on him though. Seems to be an easy one to be able to see what's happening here. So if I look, all right, Lawson is definitely the worst of my receivers. He came off though, so he's doing a zone. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that. All right, let's try some more screens. That's definitely not doing what I wanted it to do. Ooh. This is a weird screen. I don't know why I put this in there. It kind of works. Yeah, it's alright. I like this one. 4th and 3. I really like running my quarterback. Oh! Oh! Did he get it? No, he didn't get it. Ah! Yes. Get him! Yes. Go Spears, come on. Yeah. That was nice. Now he's coming through. You must have heard me talking about. Oh, look at the interception! That was so sweet. Alright, is there a play I should try out here that I haven't tried yet? 46. I haven't run this play. This is interesting. I've seen the computer run that on me a few times. It kind of works. Oh, he's open deep. He's so. Ah! That was weak. Everybody's covered. Nope, that guy came open. 48. Oh, good. I get to try this. So one of the things that we found as a bug was kicking a field goal, or basically scoring on the last play of the game. So luckily, I got a chance here to try this. So 14 to nothing, last play of the game. 17 to nothing. Okay, good. So I fixed that. I was a little worried about that one. That one was weird. All right, let's finish the week out. Cool. Save it. All right. So I'm happy in general with how that went. I don't think I need to run the 4 wide to be able to test out that pass defense issue that I'm going to fix later. Because every team can send 4 guys into the pattern, so it's not a huge issue. That I can just test offline. So I'm thinking I should probably get through another off season to try to get the AI teams to readjust their rosters correctly. One thing I noticed since I've changed player evaluation a little bit, I went from overemphasizing speed to I've reduced that and I've upped skill. Now the salary cap it becomes it was too high for the new player evaluation, so I lowered it again $50, which puts me over the cap, but I'm like one of the only teams over the cap. So it is now an issue. We got to worry about it. I've already re-signed everybody for next year, so that's fine. I only have 1 open roster spot next year, so I'm probably going to end up I'll probably end up passing unless somebody retires. I'll probably pass on my second rounder, and then just nothing in free agency. That's what it's looking like right now. All right, so back at it. Let's just schedule. Let's sim out the season. All right, let me take a draft preview quick. What's it look like? Yeah, draft values came down, not because the players are worse, but because I'm not counting speed as much. Before, college guys are coming out with they're coming out with reasonable speed, 70s and 80s. Well, if I value players based mostly on speed, then that pushes their salaries higher. So that's why the salaries were much higher. The player quality is still the same. It's just now salaries reflecting the new emphasis on skill. And that's part of the reason I had to lower the salary cap, is because players are back down to the 30, mid 20s to 30 in the first half of the first round. That's kind of what I wanted. Rookies coming out at about $50 it just didn't feel right because they weren't that great. Well, they weren't that great because they didn't have any skill. So there we go. It'll take some getting used to, but let's check the bowl. Let's check the bowl games. Oh, Notre Dame's back. Tulane 14-0. Wow. Georgia Southern, Fresno State, Purdue, USC, Oklahoma State, Florida. Okay. Let's check the standings. Yeah, Tulane, Oklahoma State, USC, Florida, Pittsburgh. Number 66. Good job, Minnesota. How are the crappy teams doing? Well, Alaska's made it all the way up to 97. The Dakota teams just are terrible. Who's the worst team in the league? Marshall. Yikes. Look at LSU. They've fallen a long way. Which is funny because they're in a power conference. Well, a more powerful conference than most. So they're getting good freshmen. I think they just had a run of bad luck there. Yeah, some of these schools at the bottom are getting good freshmen. They're just having some bad luck. Like Oklahoma's getting good freshmen. I know that. Oregon's getting good freshmen. Yeah, I think that all the changes that I've been making to player evaluation and stuff, it's hurting the teams a little bit. Oh, we didn't make it. Who beat us? The Magma. Oh well. Alright. The Magma win it all. Who won the national championship? Go to top. Oh, USC. How about that? What happened in the 26 to nothing? Yikes. We got Tulane lost both their bowl games. Weird. Alright. Save it in case we crash. Let's end the season. Alright, we're gonna switch offenses again. I gotta get through some of these other offenses. What should we do? Let's go 3 wide. I didn't really give that one a fair shake last time. Running back, O-line, wide receiver, quarterback. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely don't want that one. I could do 2 running back, 2 wide receiver. Let's do that. This will give me a chance to look at lead blocking again, I think. I don't know, which one do we want to do? Let's go 3 wide. I really didn't spend any time on that one, so let's give it some time. Let's pick this guy. He's down on O-linemen, but I'd rather that than guy being down on wide receivers. Yeah, let's pick him. And I'm definitely switching off this defense. I don't like this one. Let's go to a 3 D-line. No, I can't because they don't run zone. It's too... once I start losing my corners, I'll start going to a man defense or something. So I can go 3 corners or 2 safeties. Let's do 2 safeties. This guy looks good. Alright. I'll start the draft. Let me save it. Alright, here we go. So let's go check out my team. History. Not history. News. Who retired? Nobody retired. We got 2 spots open. Where are the others? Did I have 2 guys? Maybe I just didn't notice that I had 2 guys I was losing. Why on earth did I release him? I didn't release him. Oh, I did release him. Alright, that I gotta fix. So I have a... actually, I don't know. Yeah, I should fix that. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I don't know if I want to fix it. What happened there was... I remember talking about this a few streams back. I force every team to have 2 open spots for the draft. But the human team can skip their picks, so do I want to continue to enforce that? I don't know. I'm going to think about that. I'm leaning towards getting rid of that enforcement right now. But I don't know. Let me think about that. There was a reason I set it up that way. I might have to go back to that stream and look at that. Alright, but I lost the lesser of the Salazars. Alright, so now if I auto based on this new style. Alright, let me do a depth chart here. Vegas, Ramsey. It's too valuable to be there. Ryan is my top wide receiver. Spears, Jones is always going to play safety for me. Sweeney's my running back. Franklin's OL3. McDonald's OL2. Where are they? Hart has always been corner 2. McIntosh, corner 1. Let's do an auto now. What do we got? Escobar. Ooh, another new linebacker 1. Oh, McPherson moves to safety. I can buy that. I could buy that. Okay, looking good. Looking good. McKee goes there. Okay, that looks good. So with that, what do I need? I need a third wideout. I need to start thinking about replacing Sweeney. I got to start thinking about replacing my tight end. Well, wide receiver 2. I definitely need help on defense at linebacker and D-line. Alright, so basically my team is starting to get old. My original players are starting to go. I got to start thinking about replacing all of them. Alright, so let's just start cruising. So I'm not trading off any of my favorite guys. So we'll just buzz through picks until somebody shows up that I would trade. Where am I? 32, of course. Nope. Oh, wait a second. No, Escobar's pretty good. Well, let's look. I could trade Escobar. I just signed him in free agency. He's not integral to my team in any way. Can I get a running back prospect? It's okay. This guy's okay too. Ned Morrison. Yeah, for $30 for a prospect is kind of a lot, though. What would I do if mine retired, though? That's the thing. Alright, let's try D-line. Yeah, I just don't... better. Not great. Linebacker. Oh, man. Zone. Blitz. Oh. Sanchez. Oh, and good receiving. Hey, that's the guy. Tag him. What else we got? This guy's fast. Like, what is he do? What could he do? He's a good... Probably a safety or probably a corner. That's really all I could do with him, though. Man, he's fast, though. I don't know. I would trade... I think I could trade Escobar for Sanchez. I'm not gonna hang on to Escobar. He's good, but I'm not. I gotta clean this up too. This highlighting thing. I don't know if I want to continue to run zone though, because if I get him, I'm kind of sticking to the zone. No, let's just hang on to. No, I'm trading him. I'm gonna take Sanchez. Who's Lawson? heck is this guy? I think I must have just signed him for help to get through the season. I'll trade him. What would I get? There's nobody I would get. He's only 15 bucks, so I might as well hang on to him. Let's just auto to my pick. Alright, so they think I should get this guy. You know what? I should just get the fastest guy available and just figure out what to do with him later. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this one. In the draft. Alright, so I come into this with one open spot and no cap space. So there's nothing I can do here. Except I want to watch and see that I don't have any ridiculous bidding wars. Okay, here comes a bidding war. Okay. Getting a little ridiculous, but for teams that have cap space. Alright, did it look like it petered out? 59 and 57. Alright. That's not bad. I can do that. So it's set the way it's set up now. I fixed that over. It was working, my limiters on how much guys could get in free agency. It was working. It's just I had it set too high. So I was basically, you know, what I had set it at was what did my auto depth chart hold? I must have lost somebody. I had set it at so whatever the market was for the player, like his value based market, I set the limiter to like 1.8 times what that value was. So if a guy was 30, the most he could ever get is something like $58. And that seemed reasonable at lower levels, but guys who come into free agency at $45 were like being able to get like something like $80 contracts, and that's too much. So I lowered that down to something like 1.4, 1.3, which is more in line with what coaches are looking at when they're evaluating their roster. So that's why they look a little bit better. Me totally jacking with salary cap is not helping anything. All right, speaking of which, let's look and see what the cap space looks like for everybody. Yeah, so we're wildly all over the place. So most teams have about $50 to $100. A lot of teams have money. There's a couple of teams like me who are over the cap. Yeah, so this is going to take some time to sort itself out. That's okay. I'm not really testing that yet. All right, back to my team. So I'm going to get one game with this team on tape. And then I think I'll stop the stream. So I'm not quite certain why my locks got reset here. Oh, it's because the AI had to fill my roster for me. That's why. All right, that's fine. Viegas, McDonald, Franklin. I like the skills view for these guys. Spears, Jones. Yes, it's my own fault. Hart. McIntosh and Hart. Those guys are so good. And I can auto the rest. That's fine. Oh, look at both my rookies starting at linebacker. That'll be interesting. How are we scrolling to... Oh. Yeah, this is... I didn't intend this to be there, but if you go to free agency, these little hidden arrow buttons are... I just realized these were in there for debugging free agency, but I forgot to take them out because they're so... You can't barely see them. But now they're useful for me to kind of look and see cap space. Yeah, it's one of those unintended... Oh, that's a cool feature. Yeah, so just go to free agency and you can cycle through the teams. Look at that cap space. Minus $76. Ouch. And you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in free agency. I'm in serious trouble. Serious trouble. Oh well. Let's make sure I don't have any weird holes in here. Good. Make sure I don't have any weird holes here. Good. Good. Okay, let's check my coaches. I'll refresh this a couple times. 1, 2. Screen. Okay, I got a couple of screens. I'm still testing screens. Ooh, I like this block down play. That's something I want to test. End around with number 1 with Ryan. That'll be fun. I do need some different run plays though. Oh, this works. I can do this. Oh, okay. I'm like, why is this down here? Oh, because he's a pass run pass quarterback. So it's like pass run pass. Fire your GM. Hey, you know, it would have been fine if I still had the cap up where I had it 2 seasons ago. I gotta fire the league commish for messing with everything so much. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Let's check the defense guy out. Let's refresh this. Well, that is a deep zone. Yikes. Let's zone 2. So I got a good mix of 2s and 3s. Alright, I can give this a try. Alright. Okay, so the dead cap space looks like it got applied correctly because I lost the Lesser Salazar in the off season. So that means that actually is this season. So his dead cap space is going to be next year. Alright, so that works. Alright, let's play. Not preseason, because we hate preseason. The Magma, the champions. This will be fun. Yeah, one of these days I'll get that start a game to come to the right screen, but yeah, it's so low on my list right now. Alright, what can we do here? Let's just do something kind of... I want to see this massive. Alright, so Jones and McPherson. Atkins and Sanchez. Alright. Ooh, who got the tackle? Sanchez. Alright. Let's try this. Edge zone PD. Don't know what all that means, but I'm sure it made is LaCroix in the name file. Hey, you know what? It's not, but it's going to be. That's happening. That's such a good idea. LaCroix in the name file. That's awesome. All right. Zone corner handoff. Oh, this is a running team. Pure run. Let's keep running that then. Oh! Oh! This is the defense you run. Is this 2-2-2-2? I think so. I usually run this. I think this is the last year I'm going with the zone. Because I'm going to lose my entire team in the off season pretty much. This seems like a good defense a good time to make the transition over to man and start testing out the mans. I feel like I got zone in a pretty good place now. It's not perfect, but I all the changes I made, I think have made zone a viable full-time defense. So I got to go back to man now and start working on some of that. Right, when your team gets decimated, that's a good time to go and change. Where's that guy going? I know what he's doing. He's trying to avoid him, but you know, come on. All right. Here we go. Screens. Thing to watch, blocking on the screens, and when do they block? Not bad. The blocking timing was right. It was just really bad job of blocking. Wide receiver screen. Let's try this. Oh my goodness, where are those guys going? That was so dumb. What play was that? That couldn't have been this one. Was that this one? That wasn't this one. Was it? Nope. Oh, he took off. I gotta get some bailouts for these, I can tell right now. Maybe not this one, but this one. I need a bailout. Oh, here it is. This is the one. Look, neither of these receivers have screen blocking. That's why. They don't have an AI to tell them what to do. And when players don't have an AI, they basically just run backwards for some weird reason. I don't know why that is. Let's do this. Oh, look at that perfect time to get a pancake block. That's awesome. Yes. That's the benefit of having my tight end split out as wide receiver 2. It's gonna pancake some people. Let's start blitzing. Let's see how these rookies are at blitzing. I can only blitz Sanchez. All right, well. Ugh, that didn't look good. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's not blitz anymore. How about? Oh, that was terrible. Let's not do that again. Come on, come on. There it is. There it is. No, go. Yes. That's the first kick return touchdown since I upped the defense AI. Yes. I was getting a little worried if it was even possible. Yes. Alright. So this is an interesting one. This is a drop your top linebacker into deep center zone, and then the corners hand off, and the other linebacker does that kind of, I don't know, I guess the drag zone. It's really all he's there for, is to stop the drag. Yeah, they run it, of course. I want to see this one work in a pass defense. God, who is that guy? Sanchez. He might be playing himself out of a starting job. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's not bad. Let's try the super deep zone. What's the deal with this? not calling that play. I really like these handoff plays. Get him, get him. Yes. I like them because these guys stay home, and for the runs especially, they're really good at pursuit then. Yeah, see, he comes down. As soon as he came down, he had to cut back. Yeah, that's all right. All right. So we did the block down. So ISO, screen one. Let's do the end around. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Look at that. Ugh. Ryan, my new favorite player. Oh, finally. Boom. This defense is all right. I'm kind of liking this. Like all other than that blitzing a really bad linebacker at blitzing. The guy can't blitz at all. Other than that, this is looking pretty dang good. Come on, Spears! Yes! I think for the man defensive scheme, there has to be 4 man defenders and 4 eligible receivers. Yeah. So, what are you doing? Oh. So, it's funny you mentioned that. That's what I tried to do that didn't seem like it worked out this morning. Is for anybody, for the AI coaches when they call man defense, what they'll do is before they set up the play. So there's like this whole long list of things that I do on play setup. You know, like if it's for the offense, it's things like if it's a run play, the offensive line prior to snapping the ball, set who your blocking assignment is. If it's like a run pass option, the quarterback, that's when the quarterback does his read before the snap and says, okay, am I gonna give it, hand it off based on, you know, what's out there and things. So one of the pre-snap or pre-alignment options that I tried to implement today was if the AI calls a man defense, what they'll do is they scan the receivers, says how many receivers are going into the pattern and how many man defenders do I have. And if the answer is there's more receivers in the pattern than I have man defenders, the AI coach will pull some guys off of blitz or zone defense and assign them to man defense to cover up the uncovered receivers. So that seems like it makes a lot of sense, and it seems really simple. It didn't seem to work though. So I'm not really sure why it didn't, because if you think about how simple that actually is to do, it should have worked. Chances are it's an offset by 0 error. I have a lot of those because if you think about it, it's like, okay, you know, wide receiver 4 in the list is actually a wide receiver at index 3. So I almost always offset by 0 error things, or offset by 1 errors. I'm sure it's something like that. So I'll just double check that because it's only 1 receiver that's not getting covered. It looked like it wasn't 2 of them. If it was 2 of them, then it'd be something really fundamental. But it was only 1. In fact, are these guys? Let's see if I can pull a man defense out of these guys. This looks like. Well, it's hard to tell if they're in man or not. Let's do this. Yeah, I can't tell if they're in man or not though, so it's hard to test it here. But I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's an offset by one error because I do that a lot. I count things, but then I remember the index isn't the same as the count, so I'm sure that's all it is. I'll double check that. Here's that play I gotta fix too, just for my note later. That one's the bad play. Let's screen again. I want to give this a good. Actually, let's do the running back screen. So this one should be a sweet screen. Yeah, that looked pretty good. All right, not bad. Let's finish off the week. We'll save the league. So I'll play it back, get my notes. I'll work on the defense thing. Now I'll take the 3 wide set and I'll add all my screen upgrades to this set. And then I don't know. I don't know what I'll do after that. I'll find something. So stay tuned. I don't know if I'm gonna have a stream this weekend or not, but if I do, I'll announce it on Twitter or something like that. So, till next time. See ya.